Welcome back, Dreadheads, to The Walking Dread. I'm Adrian, your host as always, and tonight we're going to be talking about the Bell Witch story,
Oh.
but with a bit of a twist. So joining us tonight is Julia, an expert in all things spooky and folklore.
Ah,
Um, so Julia, what makes this Bell Witch story so different from the ones we usually hear about?
well, this one kind of takes you down a path you don't expect. It's not just about a haunting, it's more about family secrets, inherited darkness,
Yes.
and really facing the monsters that we create.
Okay, that already sounds pretty terrifying. So let's get into it. So this story centers around Sarah, a descendant of the Bell family. And she goes back to the old farmhouse, not really for ghost hunting thrills or anything like that. She's actually trying to understand and maybe even redeem her family's history, almost like she's battling a curse.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. There's a real weight of legacy on her shoulders. And of course, the haunting starts pretty much as soon as she gets there. Whispers creepy laughter, especially the kind you always hear about with kids' ghosts. And even that classic smell of decay.
Yeah, it's like Ghost Story 101. So you said there's more to it than just a typical haunting. What makes this case so different?
Well, it's the witch's motivation. There's this desperation to this entity, an attachment to the bells that goes beyond just simple torment. It's as if the haunting itself is a message, almost like a plea.
And this is where the journal comes in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not John Bill's account that we usually hear about. This one is from a journal that belongs to Kate Batts,
Oh, wow.
who is a Bell ancestor. And it's full of all these rituals, these bindings. What do we make of that?
Well, it kind of suggests that the witch wasn't some outside force. It wasn't something that the family just encountered. They might have actually created it. The rituals described in the journal seem less like curses and more like attempts to control something born from within.
So almost like the witch is manifestation of their own darkness. Okay, so that flips the whole idea of a haunting on its head. Because usually you think of evil as something that's coming from outside,
Right.
but here it's internal. What could the story be saying about the Bells themselves?
That's a fascinating question. What were they so afraid of? What secrets? What shame were they trying to bind? The story really makes you think about how our fears, especially the ones we try to bury, can take on a life of their own.
And Sarah's determined to face that darkness head on. She performs a ritual, not to banish the witch, but to contain it, to bind it to the earth, almost like she's trying to contain her family's dark history.
Yeah, trying to put a lid on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she succeeds.
Yeah.
The witch is drawn into the earth.
It doesn't end there.
That's right. Because Sarah's reflection changes. An icy wind blows through her, and she realizes that she's become the new anchor for the witch.
Oh my gosh.
That's scary. What a terrifying twist.
It is. It's such a tragic irony. She wanted to break the cycle of fear and darkness in her family, but she ends up bound to it. Now, the story isn't saying that she becomes evil, but she's now carrying that weight, that legacy.
Right. So it's less a happy ending
Yeah.
and more of a beginning.
Yes.
She's walking the land with this entity bound to her. But there's this sense that she might find a way to transform it. It's not about destroying the darkness, but maybe changing it,
Yeah.
integrating it.
Exactly. It raises such a profound question. Can we truly escape the darkness within ourselves? Or can we only learn to live with it, to shape it?
It's an ending that really gets under your skin. And for me, that's what makes a great horror story. It's not just the scares, but it's the questions that linger long after the lights come back on.
Absolutely.
So Dreadheads, remember to rate and follow for more Walking Dread episodes. Until next time, sweet dreams.